Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to go ahead with a long-promised assault on the southern city of Rafah in Gaza, whatever the response by the Hamas to the latest proposals for a halt to the fighting and a return of Israeli hostages may be. Now, expectations that a ceasefire agreement could be in sight have grown in recent days following a renewed push that's been led by Egypt to revive stalled negotiations between Israel and the Hamas. However, the Israeli Prime Minister said that with or without a deal, Israel intended to pursue the operation to destroy the remaining Hamas combat formations in Rafah, where more than 1 million Gaza Palestinians displaced from their homes are currently seeking shelter. The Israeli Prime Minister has said the idea that they will halt the war before achieving all their goals is out of the question. My colleague Mohammad Ghazali has the latest details for you.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that the IDF will go ahead with its Operation Rafah. The Operation Rafah is the ground invasion which the IDF has been planning for the last many months to get into the Rafah area of the Gaza Strip, which is near the Egyptian border. And Israel feels that perhaps many battalion of Hamas militant outfit is hiding or have made Rafah as their hideout. Now that has also raised concern among many foreign nations like Germany, France and even US, which has objected or sort of raised concerns that perhaps Israel has not shared a proper plan of how this incursion will happen and how they will avoid further catastrophe for the Gaza residents who are staying there, because since the war started in last October, people were asked to move from north to south, then again from south to north, and yet again, if this operation happens, perhaps the people of Gaza will not have anywhere to escape. Rafah also happens to be the lifeline of Gaza residents, because from Egypt, most of the humanitarian aid has been trickling in since last October, and perhaps if this operation happens, the people of Gaza will not have anywhere to go. And why this is also a concern for the United States of America, because they have been closely monitoring and coordinating of all the operations which has been going around in the Gaza Strip. And day before yesterday, Secretary of State Mr. Antony Blinken was in Saudi Arabia to attend a World Economic Forum event, and where he also started talking about normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia. And while discussing that topic, he raised that perhaps Israel will have to take maximum caution to not inflict damage on women and children, because since last October, more than 30,000 people have been killed, and as per many estimated data released by the humanitarian organizations, more than 70% people who have been killed in this war are women and children. Another concerning fact for Israel is that the ICC has also, there are reports that perhaps they are also planning to issue arrest warrants against IDF units as well as Israeli politicians. So this has all aggravated into a situation from where everybody is keeping an eye on Israeli army, whether they will go ahead with the Rafah operation or not. And it is very concerning for the Gaza residents right now, because there is complete uncertainty. They are not aware when and how the IDF will start its ground invasion.